Beantown versus Big Apple Sports. I'm your host, Nicolas Levasseur, along with my co-hosts, Alex Green and Reed Becker. Last time we discussed the Brooklyn Nets, New York Knicks, and Boston Celtics heading into the draft and free agency. Today we'll be discussing the off-season rumors involving the Yankees and the Red Sox. Reed, what are the biggest needs for the Yankees this offseason?
The biggest priority for the Yankees this offseason needs to be to re-sign DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu was the heartbeat of the Yankees offense this past season and was able to get you a hit day out when he was in the lineup. If you take him out of the lineup and you just get rid of him, you're going to be a team that relies on the home run ball every day. And that's going to hurt you, especially as you get into the playoffs and the weather changes and you're playing teams with much better pitching. So you have to bring back DJ if you're the Yankees, even if it means going up a little in the price range. After that, you have to bring back Masahiro Tanaka. You need a guy this is a guy that was right after Garrett Cole in the rotation. And I understand that there's concerns with his ability to stay healthy, but he is a guy that once you get to the playoffs can dominate, honestly. His stats will back that up. So you need to bring him back. Overall, though, the Yankees need to fix up their starting rotation. You have, after Garrett Cole, the Yankees rotation this past season was really suspect, to say the least. So I understand that Trevor Bauer is a name out there, as well as Charlie Morton. Let me tackle Trevor Bauer's situation first. I think the Yankees going after Trevor Bauer would not be a great idea. If you bring him into New York, first of all, he's a guy that was willing to say anything that's on his mind. And I don't think that'll fly for the Yankees as well as with the New York media. So I just don't think his personality will fit here in New York. Plus, he's going to require asking for a lot of money. I just don't think that's something the Yankees would be willing to go down that path with. Another name was Charlie Morton, who's a free agent. For Charlie Morton, he's another guy, as well as with Bauer, because let me just go quickly back to Bauer. You bring in Bauer, he's going to be up there in age towards the end of his contract. So going back now to Morton, you would be in that same situation. Not the personality-wise, but just in the fact that he'll be up there in age again in his 30s again. So if you're the Yankees, do you want to go down that path? That's a question that they're going to have to answer. I just want to also quickly tackle another rumor that's out there. The Yankees have been linked in rumors to be possibly trade with the Cleveland Indians for a Francisco Lindor. Now, if I'm the Yankees, I do not want to go down that path as well, because for many reasons. First of all, if you're Cleveland, you're going to want a lot in return. And if I'm the Yankees, I don't want to give up that much for him. He's a guy that's going to be coming into New York on his last year of his deal. On top of that, if you do bring him in and you just let him walk after his one-year deal, that's going to be a disaster. Plus, are you willing to give him the type of money that he'll probably ask for when he actually does hit free agency? I don't know if I'm willing to do that. So that's why if I'm the Yankees, I don't want to go down that road. As Brian Cashman says, they're trying to win championships, not a championship.
Sounds like a lot of big information for the Yankees. So, Alex, what are the biggest needs for the Red Sox this season?
For the Red Sox, I'm first not going to talk about a need. I'm going to talk about a move they made at the beginning of the offseason. That was bringing back Alex Cora as their manager. I know that fans around baseball might not be a huge fan of the move, considering he was a part of the Houston cheating scandal back in the 2017 season when we won the World Series. But as a Red Sox fan, I like the move. He led the Red Sox to a World Series when he was managing us, and a lot of the players already have connections with Cora. So I think it's a great move for the team. But in terms of free agency, the biggest move involving the Red Sox right now is either bringing back Jackie Bradley Jr. or his replacement. Jackie Bradley Jr. declined his player option, and he is a free agent. The Red Sox are trying to bring Jackie Bradley Jr. back. However, they are not the only team interested. Toronto and Houston are interested in Jackie Bradley Jr. There's been rumors that the Red Sox could potentially bring in George Springer as a replacement for him, but Springer would want a multi-year deal, which might be too expensive for the Red Sox, as they do not have that much money. They want to save money and cut down on salary. So Springer might be too expensive for them. And like Jackie Bradley Jr., Springer is drawing interest from both the Blue Jays and Astros as well. Another big need for the Red Sox is pitching, like the Yankees. The Red Sox will be getting Eduardo Rodriguez and Chris Sale back, but Chris Sale will be missing at least half of the year due to Tommy John surgery. At the beginning of free agency, the Red Sox were interested in Matt Shoemaker. Shoemaker struggled last season. He was 34, and he's 34 years old, so he's getting up there in age. And I don't know if they are still interested in him or what else the Red Sox have done in regards to getting Shoemaker. But the biggest need for the Red Sox is definitely pitching and bringing back Jackie Bradley Jr. or finding a replacement for him.
I think having Alex Cora back was a good move, because he was originally a manager for their team a couple of years ago, so he knows how to work the team effectively. So that's all the time we have today on Beantown versus Big Apple Sports. Join us next time when we preview the NBA season for the Knicks, Celtics, and the Nets. Thank you and goodbye.